So, and we got a few of them up right now. I think some last minute stuff squeezed in as well. So, what's going on out there? What do the good people out there got to say today?
All right. Well, first of all, the Buck Rogers 22 wants to know, what do y'all think of Shameik Moore and Tyrese Gibson's appalling anti-Black Lives Matter tweets? Neither celeb has apologized, but instead doubled down on them, making them look worse. However, now those tweets are deleted. Oh, and Terry Crews.
I love the way. Oh, and Terry Crews.
I just like, when you typed it, you could have put it back in. It's fine.
That was the perfect way. I sense that's exactly how he wrote it when he was writing it out right before he was hovering over the send button. He's like, oh, and Terry Crews. Don't forget what he said. You know what, guys? You'll be surprised. I don't know what they said. I didn't even look it up. I see the thumbnails. I see that they're in the news.
Are you choosing not to?
I'm just choosing not to. It's not because I'm trying to protect them because I'm a huge fan of Brooklyn Nine-Nine or anything like that. It's not why I'm doing it. No, I'm sure whatever they said was ridiculous or maybe they feel like they had a point. But this reminds me of what's currently like going on with like Nick Cannon, for example. I listened to that. Now, he said what he said, and it was pretty stupid. And then, that people always say, you have the right to your opinion. You're a free country. You're in a free country. You can say what you want to say. But we also have the right to react the way we want to react. If we're sponsoring you, we're paying you money, and we don't want to be associated with this stuff, we're going to pull our funding. We're going to let you go, or whatever the backlash is going to be. I've had to disassociate myself from a person who used to work for my real estate firm, whose husband said something really racist on Facebook, and somebody tried to tag me on Facebook and was like, I can't believe you got this person working for. I'm like, whoa, no, that person hasn't worked for me in like 3 years, and they said what? So I understand, but it's like the second they come out and they immediately apologize, it's always the same story. If they're worried about what they did or what they said, then and within 24 hours, it's like, I'm ashamed of myself. I can't believe I said it and all this. It's always the same reaction. But it sounds like to me like these guys are like doubling down on it and like, fuck it, I'll just delete the tweet. That's good enough, and that's it. That seems to be the whole gist of it. I don't feel like I need to dive deep into what they probably did or what they said. Either they're going to double down on it and get canceled, or they're not. I'm pretty much, that's just how I see it. I feel like if it's big enough, it'll probably get back into my Twitter feed to the point where I was like, okay, let me see what the hell these guys said. But did you take a look at it? Did you find out what any of these guys said?
I did, yeah, I did. When I saw the question pop up, I did some Googling.
You did the research. I just called myself out. I'm lazy. Okay, I didn't want to read it. I'm sorry.
No, I think that's a fair, that is a fair reaction to it.
What was, okay, because it's Tyrese Gibson. I mean, he's just like Kanye West. He says crazy stuff all the time. Like, what was Shameik Moore? Why is that? I'm not thinking about the right guy. That's not the guy from NCIS or anything. What's that? Is that the guy from The Young and the Restless? Is it Shamar Moore? Am I thinking about Shamar Moore? Or who am I thinking about?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not even thinking about the right guy. I know Tyrese Gibson. I know Terry Crews, but I don't know who Shameik Moore is. So what was so bad that they basically like said, I'm like what?
I mean, basically, it was a lot of. I'm kind of lumping them all together because I googled them all in like pretty quick succession. Yeah. I know Terry Crews his comment was really along the lines of like, I don't want Black Lives Matter to start feeling like Black Lives Better and create a racial divide in that direction. Yeah. I feel like it was a lot of the like. A lot of the issue was a lot of the like, well, what can we be doing to not like speaking, these men speaking to the Black community saying like, what can we be doing to not be targeted by the cops? That kind of shit where it's sort of shifting that blame onto like that's a big summarization of sort of what they.
Then I think women have taught us these lessons long ago. Just recently, within this decade, women were making good points about, just because I'm dressed in this certain way, it's not an invitation. It's not a this and that and the other. So if that's the gist of what these guys have said, then they should have known better. Because we've gone through this before. Excuse me, Mr. Prejudiced person who probably doesn't need much motivation to say these ugly, nasty things to me. What can I do to better not, trigger your already, deep-seated, hatred or feelings about me based on the color of my, no, there's that's not the situation. I'm like, I shouldn't have to go out of my way to make a person who already feels that way about me, be comfortable around me. If that's their thing, that they need to, I don't need to change any of my. Are we not learning anything from these Karen videos? It's like these people are just living their lives and doing what everybody else is doing, and then they're getting treated differently for it. And so it's like no, that. See, I knew it. I knew it was going to be something like that. That I was like, okay, I'm glad I skipped it. So as if that was the gist of it, and I'm sure they probably thought that they were making a point and whatnot. So. Maybe I'm going to go back and probably read it and see what they said, because I don't know. I just feel like the second I saw Tyrese Gibson, I was like, I just exhaled and I was like, I'm done. I'm like, the guy just got slapped by The Rock a couple of years ago. He hasn't had enough. He wants more. God, you literally got slapped by The Rock and it was caught on camera. You're not finished? But I mean, maybe he's not. Maybe he wants a little bit more. I don't know. Let us know what you guys think. I think we got another one.